What if your fatigue, brain fog, or stubborn weight gain wasn't your fault? What if the real problem is something much deeper, something happening in your cells? Welcome to part 1 of our 5-part summary of Good Energy by Dr. Casey Means, a revolutionary book that uncovers why we're sicker, more tired, and more inflamed than ever, and how we can finally reclaim our health and energy from the inside out. Let's begin with what Dr. Means calls the energy crisis inside you. Section 1. The modern epidemic of fatigue and dysfunction. Have you ever felt tired even after sleeping 8 hours? Do you depend on caffeine to get through the day? Are you struggling with focus, cravings, or unexplained symptoms? You're not alone. Millions of people are walking around each day in what Dr. Means calls a state of invisible breakdown. Chronic fatigue, inflammation, obesity, anxiety, autoimmune issues, and burnout, these aren't separate problems. They're connected, and they all stem from dysfunctional energy metabolism. In other words, the root of modern disease is broken cellular energy. And most of us don't even know it. Section 2. What is good energy? Let's get something straight. Good energy isn't about positive vibes and optimism, though those help. Dr. Means defines it as the optimal function of your mitochondria, the powerhouses in your cells. These tiny structures are responsible for converting food into energy. When mitochondria are healthy, your cells thrive. You feel energized, focused, and balanced. But when they're under attack, from ultra-processed food, pollution, chronic stress, or lack of sleep, they get sluggish. Your cells malfunction. Inflammation rises. Metabolism breaks. That's when disease sets in. Section 3. How we got here. The modern world versus our biology. Humans evolved over thousands of years in an environment of fresh food, movement, sunshine, and rest. But we're living in a 24/7 society of processed food, screens, sitting, artificial light, and constant stimulation. Here's the brutal truth. Our biology hasn't caught up. Every day, we're bombarding our bodies with signals they were never designed to handle. This mismatch leads to cellular stress, broken communication, and, eventually, chronic disease. And worst of all, we often treat the symptoms instead of the cause. Section 4. Why medicine is failing us. Dr. Means is a former surgeon turned metabolic health expert. After years in conventional medicine, she realized something shocking. Most of healthcare isn't about healing, it's about managing symptoms. Pills, surgeries, and diagnostic tests don't fix the root cause. They're band-aids. If you're inflamed, insulin-resistant, or deficient in nutrients, no amount of medication will create good energy. We need a system that supports the body's natural healing, not one that masks the warning signs. Section 5. What happens when energy fails? When your mitochondria start to fail, every part of your body suffers. Brain fog, fatigue, weight gain, hormone imbalances, poor digestion, depression, chronic inflammation. Over time, this leads to diseases like diabetes, Alzheimer's, cancer, and heart disease. But it all starts much earlier, with tiny dysfunctions in your cells. The earlier we address this, the better our chances of reversing it. Section 6. A preview of what's coming. So what can we do? That's what the rest of this series will explore. In part 2, we'll dive into how modern food and technology are hijacking your metabolism and why glucose spikes might be the biggest threat to your energy. We'll also cover Dr. Means' revolutionary approach to fixing your biology, from personalized data to practical lifestyle tools that work. This is the start of your transformation. If you're tired of being tired, there is a better way. And it starts with understanding your energy at the deepest level. If this resonated with you, make sure to follow along for the full 5-part series. Hit subscribe, and in the next video, we'll unpack how our daily habits, especially food, are silently draining our life force. Remember, you don't need more willpower. You need better information. Thanks for watching, and here's to good energy.